think it's okay to call your friends out if they're being a bad friend towards you. I've gotten to the point where it's not okay to be a bad friend to somebody that actually cares about you. And the whole I don't owe you anything mentality needs to be thrown out the window. Because I think you owe good people good behavior, especially if you've made the decision to be that person's friend. It's a whole different story if this friend is treating you poorly, then you shouldn't be friends with that person. You should set your boundaries. You should cut those people out of your life.
Welcome back. We are talking about relationships, when to keep people in your life, when to make the very difficult decision of cutting them out. Still with us, best-selling author and life coach Cheyenne Bryant. This whole hour, we are talking about relationships and really the delicate balance of them being healthy and productive in our lives. That was a clip from our next guest, Sabrina Kirbergs, talking about just that. For many friendships, it can be overwhelming, and the importance of this relationship really impacts sometimes how we start our day. People can make or break your day, and friends can be a powerful part of that. Sabrina realized how little support existed for friendship issues, so she took matters into her own hands and became a successful friendship coach, amassing over 2 million likes on TikTok. Take a look.
Ins and outs of 2025, Friendship Edition. First out of 2025 is low effort friendships. If you're noticing that your friend is giving you barely their energy, barely their effort, doesn't text you, doesn't call you, doesn't check in on you, doesn't ask you how you're doing, vetting your friends based on their behavior, and taking your time with friends, like seeing them and seeing how they talk to other people and how they behave, and really paying attention to whether they're going to be the same person when they started or if they're going to completely flip and show you true colors.
Wow. Sabrina joins the conversation. Cheyenne is still here. Sabrina, I love this concept of vetting your friends because we both happen to be Virgos, and if you know any Virgos, you know what that means. I know. You're a Virgo? That's crazy. Okay, we're in trouble. The whole audience is in trouble. I study how people treat other people.
Yes.
And I have had some people who I considered friends, and then we go out and they start demanding and pointing things. And I notice if you say please and thank you, and I have extracted myself from relationships with friends because that's a part of it, vetting your friends.
Yes.
Because people wonder, well, why are you with that person if that's the way they're behaving? How did you address some of this with your own friends?
I mean, it also starts from the beginning of the friendship. It's getting to know yourself so well that you know what you're expecting out of a friendship. That's the biggest part of it. And seeing if you're compatible. You might not have to like everything that each other like. You might have your own dislikes, but that's okay as long as...
Well, you're supposed to. I don't want clones of me. I want friends that bring their own individual backgrounds and lives. I don't need anybody copying me. But what I think is interesting, which is what Cheyenne talks about as well, is trusting your gut when you meet people, whether it's a friend or a romantic partner, trusting your gut.
Yes, trusting your gut is number one. And you can tell when you meet someone, something's a little off, your spine shivers, something's wrong, and you need to trust that.
You had your own friendship breakup a few years ago. You took a deep breath with that one. Are you still processing this breakup?
No, I've processed it.
What happened?
It was just a very, very toxic friendship, very emotionally abusive, and kind of similar to a lot of romantic relationships.
Right, because people don't realize, I know you talk a lot about love bombing, and we think of that as a romantic partner, but you say friends can love bomb.
Friends can love bomb, yes. It's one of those things where I would say it's too much too soon, and it's also a little bit too good to be true. Friends will come in and kind of mirror you, copy you, like everything that you like, are interested in everything that you like, but they're not their own person.
You know, Oprah just had a quote on her, I follow her on social media, of course, and she said, never be friends with someone you even get a sliver of an inkling that they're jealous of you.
Yes.
Come on. And I see you shine, because my red flag is always when somebody says, must be nice. And I'm like, what does that mean? Must be nice? What does that mean? You're supposed to be like, yes, go for it. Cheyenne, you nodded to that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, friendships are no different than any other relationship. I think that second to picking your partner, a friendship is the second most important, vital decision you're gonna make. These people, like Tamron said, they activate you. Do they activate the good or the bad? And if it's the good, they can stay. If it's the bad, doesn't mean they're a bad person. They just may activate not good things in you.
Sabrina, when you broke up with your friend, did you call? Did you do it face-to-face? Did you do a Post-it?
No, she actually ghosted me.
She ghosted you?
Yeah.
So she saw it coming, maybe?
No, I wanted to address it, and she didn't want to address it. So she just,
So she deflected.
she ran away from
Totally
the
deflected.
situation. Yeah.
That's interesting, because up next, we're adding family into the conversation. This family therapist is sharing why some people go beyond estrangement and cutting family off altogether. Is that necessary to completely stop talking to family members? Gonna dig into it after the break.
Are y'all ready for the show? Join the Tamron Hall Show audience. Go to TamronHallShow.com. Welcome to the Tamron Hall Show.